In Spanish, we find the same meaning. Make and do in Spanish are both hacer, but in English we find differences because make is something that you can see, it's something visual, it's more elaborated when you use your hands, when you use a different material, when you use resources. That involves the verb make. And when we use do, it's more for mental work. When your mind is working, when there is a process that you cannot see. Sometimes that is with do, okay? So let's read the vocabulary that you have here with make and do. Carla Ruby, are you there? Carla Ruby? Betty? Okay. Carla
Make.
Ruby, you read make, and Betty, you read do, please. Make.
Yes. Make a speech in front of more than people.
50. Continue.
Mail for more than 8 people, a phone call in a language, a decision target for your life for the better.
Here we have one vowel that it's the same vowel. It's a long E, speech and meal. Speech and meal. Okay, so when you make a speech in front of 50 people, they can see you. You are making a speech. A meal, you are using ingredients, you are cooking, you use your hands. A phone call, you use your cell phone. And when you make a decision that change your life for better, you are making some changes using different resources. That is make. Do you have questions? Do you understand speech?
Habla. Hablar.
Look at the picture. He's making a speech. For example, Hugo Lopez Gatell. He gives a conference, but sometimes he also makes speeches because he needs to talk in front of an audience. Okay? Do you understand meal? Can you find the picture? Who is making a meal? 1, 2, or 3?
La parejita, las dos, ¿no?
Yes. In picture number 2, they are making a meal. You cook lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. A phone call, it's easy, right? And a decision, good?
Las 5.
Now, please, Betty. Betty, can you read do, please?
Yes. A project with a big team, business in another language, will badly on a test. Your homework on the way to school.
Okay, so here we are going to involve a lot of mental work. When you do a project, it could be something physical, but it's also a lot of mental work. And you don't see the progress because you are thinking, you are giving your ideas, or you are working on a project, but that's why we use do. The same with business in another language. When you need to negotiate, that's a lot of mental work, so you say do business. Do well or do badly. How can I see that? Yo puedo ver cómo les va en un examen, no lo puedo ver porque es su proceso mental. So I cannot see that, but that's why we use do. You can do well or you can do badly. Okay, and do your homework. We usually use homework with do. Questions?
No.
No, miss.
Okay, perfect. Now let's read the conversation in 2A. Here we have some context for the grammar topic that we have. Jorge Luis? Jorge Luis?
Here.
Could you please read the conversation? You are A and Leonardo, you are B, okay? Jorge
Have
Luis
you
is A and Leonardo, you are B. Start, please.
Have you ever given a speech in public?
No, never have you.
Yes, I have. I gave a speech at work.
Really? When did you do that?
At a conference last year, I was really nervous.
I'm not surprised. How have you ever made friends with someone from another country?
No, I haven't, but my brother has. He met a woman from Chile in 2014. In fact, they got married a week ago.
Okay, good, very good. Now, here we have a conversation talking about life experiences. Personally, have you ever given a speech in public? All of you. Esta es una pregunta para ustedes. Have you ever given a speech in public? Have you ever presented a topic in front of an audience? Yes or no? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't.
Yes, I have.
Yes? The
Yes, I
rest?
have.
And the rest of you? Sandra, Jaciel, Diana, Irlanda. Chicos, no cuenta si encienden la cámara, digo, si entran a la sesión y no participan. Yo voy a contar participación, no voy a pasar lista. Es participación.
Teacher,
Okay.
can you repeat the question?
It's
Please?
question number 1. Have you ever given a speech in public?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Thank you. What is another experience, life experience here? In the questions, in the conversation, do you see a different question about life experience? Read the conversation. Is there another experience?
¿Dónde?
In this conversation, do you see another question that it's about your life experience?
Yes, I have.
¿Ven otra pregunta que esté relacionada a una experiencia en su vida? Si les pregunto, ¿really? ¿Esa es una experiencia de vida?
No.
I'm not surprised.
But what
No.
about, have you ever made friends
Made
with
friends.
someone from another country?
Mm,
Yes, I have.
Yes.
No, I
Yes, I
have.
have.
Correct. So here we are going to study a new tense. And this tense, it's called present perfect. When and how do we use present perfect? Let's start. If you observe in the first question, have you ever given a speech in public? We don't say when, no decimos cuándo, solamente si en tu vida alguna vez. Yes, I have. And I don't give a specific date. There's no specific time. It's just one experience in your life. And then he says, I gave a speech at work. Now, what is this? I gave. Is present or past? This is past. When you give additional information, now you explain in simple past. Really? When did you do that? Observe that your question is in past. When did you do that? And specifically, I answered at a conference last year. And last year, it's over. It's something that's finished. That's why we use present perfect for experiences And when we give more information, when we give specific time, you have now simple past. Simple past for specific time and specific information, and present perfect for experiences during all your life. Let's study that a little bit more. Please, let's go again. I'm gonna show you my screen. Sorry. El gas. So I prepared another presentation for you. It's right here.
Teacher, ¿de nuevo volvemos a entrar?
Ahorita les doy el código. Okay, so the code for this presentation is 421689. The present perfect simple. We're going to learn how to use it, when to use it, and what is the structure. So let's start. For present perfect, please, Karen, could you please read the first?
Voy. Lo que dice de we use the present perfect.
Yes.
For something that start in the past and continues in the present.
Correct. Is that clear? We use present perfect for something that hasn't finished. Algo que aún no ha terminado. ¿Ustedes estudian en la universidad?
Yes.
Yes. So that is a perfect example. We can say, in present perfect, I have studied in the ITP for 2 years. You haven't finished. That's why it's something that started in the past and it hasn't finished. So we have some examples here. Example number 1, Vanessa.
I've been married for about 50 years.
Yes, and they are still married. Aún siguen casados. I've been married for about 50 years, something that hasn't finished. Example number 2. Please, Eva.
She has lived in London all her life.
Okay, who is she?
La reina Isabel.
Isabel.
How in English? The Queen Elizabeth, right? And she has lived, this is the verb to live, in London all her life. It's something that started many years ago in the past and it continues in the present. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Next. We use present perfect to talk about our experience up to the present. Something that mentions the things that you have done as personal experiences during your life. For example, we can say, please, Sandra.
I've seen the film before.
We say I've, the contraction I've. I've seen that film before. Have you watched this film?
Yes.
Do you know this film? ¿Han visto esta película?
Yes.
Yes, I have. I have seen that film before. It's something like an experience. It's something personal experience. Something that happened in the past and probably you have seen this movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and that is something that hasn't finished. And we have another experience. Please, Jaciel.
She has
Written. Written.
7 books and
She's working on a new one.
pardon?
She's working on a new one.
New one.
A new one, yes. She has written 7 books and she's working on a new one. That is part of her experience. Can you tell me something about your experience? For example, I have traveled abroad 3 times, and that is something that is part of my personal experience. I have worked for 5 years, and that is something about your personal experience. So far, so good? ¿Hasta aquí tienen preguntas?
No. No.
¿Puede
Bueno, cuando se
regresarse a la primera diapositiva?
Yeah.
Por favor.
This one?
Ahí.
Okay.
Yes.
In your book, anyway, in your books, you have all the information on page 74. Page 74, you have this information. Can I change it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay. So we have more
Gracias.
examples and more information here. We have all the structures. This structure is in your book, page 74. The affirmative form, we have subject and we always need an auxiliary. The auxiliary is the verb to have. But why do we use has? We use have. I have tried sushi before. And when do you use have? ¿Por qué utilizarían has?
Para las terceras personas.
Excellent. Yes. When you use he, she, it, we use has. That is the slight change. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has. And then we need the verb in past participle. What is the verb in past participle? The third column. The third column is, for example, with irregular verbs, be was were and been. Or fall, fell, fallen. The third column is past participle. That's why. For regular verbs, you just need ed. Study, studied, studied. So you use ed. In negative form, you need auxiliary plus not. You can contract auxiliary have not for haven't, or has not for hasn't. Okay? And for one question, you just need to exchange subject and auxiliary. You say, have you tried sushi before? And you exchange the auxiliary at the beginning and the subject after the auxiliary. Questions?
No.
This information is in your book, page 74. Now it's your turn. Are you there in the presentation? You're going to answer. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ready? Are you all ready?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. What places in Mexico have you visited? This is personal experience. How do you answer that? ¿Cómo lo escribirían? You need to send your answer. You write your answer. I have visited San Cristobal. I have visited, I don't know, many places. I have visited Puebla. I have visited Huatulco. I have visited Guadalajara. I have visited. Please answer. I have visited Guanajuato. Good. You can answer on the chat or on the presentation. I have visited Querétaro. I have visited Chalma. I have visited the archaeological zones of Oaxaca. Excellent. Good job. You're doing good. I see that you are using subject, auxiliary, and the verb in past participle. Good job. Let's continue.
¿Me esperas afuera?
Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Sophie and I each other since we were at school together. We use present perfect because it's something that started at school in the past, but we still know each other, so it continues up to the present. Let's see. Good. Sophie and I, you need auxiliary, have, because it's we have, and past participle, no. Next.
Estuve bien.
Since I was 8 years old. So that is in the past, but I still play tennis. Aún juego tenis. It hasn't finished. I Good. You got it. Yeah. You say I have, and remember that you need the verb in past participle. So we need ed because it's a regular verb. I have played tennis since I was 8 years old. Next one.
Online, estamos ahorita que venga mamá, ¿no?
Okay, I need Diana.
Yes.
Could you please explain why has? ¿Por qué utilizamos has?
Porque está hablando en pasado, ¿no? Y dice que...
Porque es en tercera persona.
Porque es tercera persona.
Y estás hablando en tercera persona y además había, bueno, ajá.
Good. Yes, because it's Alan. And Alan is he. So we have he, has. It's third person. Now, this is not past. This is present perfect. is something that hasn't finished. Este año todavía no acaba, 2020 todavía no acaba, terriblemente, pero de enero a abril ya he estado 3 veces en el hospital. Ha estado. No podemos decir que es pasado porque aún no termina este año. Cuando todavía no termina un periodo de tiempo, vamos a utilizar present perfect. ¿Ok?
Okay.
So,
Sí, está bien.
okay, sorry, let's see. Have wanted. I, unit auxiliary, have, and past participle. Wanted. For as long as I can remember, and it still happens.
A mí no me aparecían completar los incisos.
Sorry. But it's here. Pueden verlo de todas formas en mi pantalla. Has smokes. Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
My uncle is he, right? Third person. My uncle, he, has smoked. So far so good? Yes. Good job, Vanessa, Rodolfo, and Betty. Karen, Katy.
Ajá, yo soy Katy, pero no sé por qué no se puso mi nombre.
Ok.
Proba, pero no aparece mi nombre.
Ah, es que de aquí hasta acá a lo mejor no aparecieron todos. Hay Croc. No sé quién sea Croc o Heart.
Yo soy Croc.
Ok. So, here. ¿Hasta aquí tenemos dudas?
No.
No.
Ahora ustedes van a escribir toda la respuesta. Desde my brother hasta country usando present perfect. Ah, aquí hay un error en mi presentación. Póngale 10 con letra. T-E-N. 10 con letra. Porque creo que no lo puse con número. Okay. My brother, let's see. My brother has worked in 10 different countries. Yes, my mistake was that I wrote 10 with letter and not with the number 10. Sorry. But this is correct. My brother has worked in 10 different countries. You have auxiliary has because it's he. Third person, he has. And past participle. My brother working. ¿Qué pasó aquí? ¿Qué necesitan en su estructura? Auxiliary, have or has, and past participle. No hay ing para nada. My brother worked. Esto es pasado completamente. A lo mejor mi hermano ya falleció y por eso pues en su vida trabajó en 10 países diferentes, pero el mío no ha fallecido. Entonces, desde su vida hasta ahora ha trabajado. Ha trabajado. That is in Spanish. Y aquí es solo trabajo, pero pues ya falleció, yo creo. Esto es pasado. Now here is present perfect. My brother has worked. That's correct. And he has worked. Aquí nada más le cambiaron my brother for he, but it's correct. ¿Hasta aquí tenemos dudas?
No.
No? Okay, let's go back, please, to your book. But now we're going to work on the language bank. Here. Underline the correct alternative. Okay. Number 1, please. Jimena.
She. She.
She.
She has been on TV yesterday.
We have the word yesterday. Esto ya terminó. Vamos a utilizar presente perfecto o pasado.
Pasado.
Yes, because it's over. If we say yesterday, that is simple past. She
Has been
past.
TV yesterday.
Simple past. She
Been.
past. Simple past. The verb to be in past.
Was.
Here you have only 2 options.
Yesterday.
And we say she
Was on
past,
TV
she
yesterday.
was. Correct. Okay, please choose a different person. ¿Quién leyó esa? Jimena. Jimena,
Sí.
elige a otra persona. Pregúntale a otro compañero. Number 2.
Jaciel.
Okay. Jaciel, number 2.
Yes, yes. Have you ever tried to eat?
You have 2 questions. Have you ever written or did you ever write? What are the correct options?
Have you ever write a speech?
But here is written.
Did you ever?
Have you ever written?
Did? Have you ever did? You ever?
Have you ever written? Esto es presente perfecto. ¿En cuál de los usos de presente perfecto tenemos esto? ¿Alguna vez has escrito un discurso? ¿Qué sería?
Presente pasado.
A ver, recuerden que vimos diferentes usos para el presente perfecto. Eso es lo que estamos aprendiendo hoy. Presente perfecto se utiliza ¿para qué se utiliza?
Para acciones que no han terminado.
Acciones que no han terminado. No creo que eso aplique en la número 2. ¿Qué otra? ¿Otro uso? No anotaron los usos. Están en su libro, página 74.
Experiencia.
Experiencias. ¿Creen que sea una experiencia esta?
Sí, ¿no?
Sí. Entonces, como es una experiencia, vamos a utilizar presente perfecto. Have you ever written? Yes. No utilizamos did, porque esto es en el pasado. Escribiste, pero no es una experiencia. Si lo preguntamos, ¿alguna vez has escrito un discurso? Esa es una experiencia en tu vida. Ok. Hazel, choose a different classmate, please. Jaciel, please choose a different
Dígame.
classmate.
Sí.
¿A quién?
¿Escojo otro compañero?
Ajá.
Ahí va.
Eva. Número 3. ¿Qué es? Snails. Do you know what's snail? Un caracol. Eat, ate. So what do you say, Eva? I have never eaten or I never ate.
Pero no, porque ate es ya de eaten.
I've never eaten or never ate.
Never.
I've never eaten. Present perfect because it's one experience in your life. Number 4, please. Eva, elige otro compañero.
Creo que no está.
¿No está? Ok. Please. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién quiere participación? Solo voy a anotar hoy.
Me.
Betty.
Karen. Ah, bueno, ¿cómo se llama? Si quieres después de ti, Betty.
Ok. Betty y luego Karen.
Y después...
Que yo. Diana. Después yo, Marina.
Ok. Karen, Betty, Marina. Diana ya participó. Bueno. No te preocupes, Diana. Tienes participación. 4, Karen.
Okay. Last night I have finished the book.
Or finished the book. Is
Finish
perfect or simple past? Last night. Simple past. Last night I finished. So ya terminó. Number 5, Betty.
Have you ever been the US?
Yes, correct. Have you ever been? It's a personal experience. And number 6, ¿quién dijimos? Marina.
He has finished the project this morning.
Okay. Or he finished the project this morning.
Yes.
¿Cuál sería?
Es pasado.
Finish.
Yes, he finished.
Es pasado porque ya terminó.
¿Hasta aquí vamos bien?
Es pasado, sí. Ajá.
Sí.
Yes.
Ok, solo para terminar. La siguiente lección son modales. Can, have, and must. Can es el verbo modal. Poder.
¿Poder?
Can. Then have to es tener que. Y must es cuando debes de hacer algo. Entonces necesito que para que entiendan los ejercicios de la plataforma, terminen su Students Book, Lesson 1 y Lesson 2. Tienen esto que es Present Perfect versus Simple Past, Can, Have, and Must. Y ya durante esta semana trabajen con esas dos lecciones en la plataforma. Ya están asignadas las actividades. ¿Dudas, chicos? No. Les subí en Classroom varios videos para que si tienen dudas ustedes vean las explicaciones. Son videos de YouTube que vienen muy bien explicados.
Miss, y si hacemos las actividades, por ejemplo, creo que hay una cast que está programada hasta el 10, ¿la podemos subir antes?
Sí, de hecho yo se los puse ahorita para que ahorita lo trabajen y la siguiente clase lo revisemos.
Okay.
Les doy chance que la suban hasta el otro martes. O el domingo. De hecho se cierran el domingo. Okay. Tengo clase con intermedio 2 ahorita a las 11, pero si tienen dudas, les voy a dejar una pregunta abierta en Classroom y ahí escriben dudas, por favor.
Okay. Sí.
Thank you so much. Otra cosa.
Thank you, teacher.
Recuerden su examen de la unidad 1 a la 3, que es su examen de recuperación, y su examen oral. Su examen oral lo van a grabar en una nota de voz y lo van a subir a Classroom.
¿Podemos hacer un video?
Pueden hacer un video. De aquí al sábado tienen para entregar.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.